All right, welcome back at 9:15. We are so excited because royalty is gracing the set of Today in St. Louis this morning. The Miss Missouri Volunteer Pageant wrapped up earlier this month.
It's the 4th year of the event, and right now we've got the 2 winners here with us this morning. There they are, girls. Wave, smile, and wave. They're making their entrance, Cyan, Kelley, and Tabitha, Crain. It is so great to have y'all. We thought we'd bring out the big ropes for you guys because we know y'all know how to do it.
That's right. Yes, and y'all look fabulous. Thank you so much for being here this morning. We appreciate it. So the pageant's mission is to serve. So could you tell us what that stands for? What does that mean for you?
So for me, this is an opportunity to raise awareness and funds for domestic violence advocacy. I have a story of domestic violence myself going through college, and so it's cool to be able to give back in a bit of a different way and on a bigger platform now that I'm Miss Missouri Volunteer.
That's awesome.
Absolutely. And then for me, it's all about helping the unhoused through my organization called SUN, Serving Gut, Nutrition, and Necessities. And now for the last almost 8 years, I've been able to serve the unhoused community and now even write a children's book to teach other kids how to get involved when they're in their young ages as well.
That's awesome. Wow. And we also hear it's a part of your crowns.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
So it stands for the 5 points, SERVE. Wow. And one of the points is scholarship, which is incredibly important to me too. That's the first S. I'm attending law school at the University of Missouri this upcoming fall, so that's why I compete. This past year, I won over $10,000 for my law school tuition, and it's an incredible opportunity to continue my education, and I know it is for Cyan too.
Yeah, so the next point is E for education, and I'm a freshman at St. Louis University majoring in communication and political science. So it's so important that I use this year to focus on scholarship, talk about how important that is. I mentioned in my interview that I know kids in my school who dropped out because they didn't have funding for it. So being able to get more girls involved with volunteers is so important so they can continue their education.
You know what? I can see why they won.
Oh my gosh, I'm so impressed. I'm sitting here like, bearers. Do you want to take my spot?
Right. I mean, you know, embodying what it means to really represent our communities. And so how do you do that individually? How do you volunteer? Where do you volunteer?
So right now in my full-time career, I work at a family law firm, so I'm able to work with survivors of domestic violence on a pretty consistent basis. When I'm heading back to Columbia, they just opened up a relationship and sexual violence prevention center there that I'll be able to work in as a law student and advocate in the legislation for changes here in Missouri, and I'm super excited for that opportunity.
Yeah, love that.
So for me, one of my trademarks is Sun Packs, which are these small bags with a whole bunch of necessities in them and even $1 to get a drink for something. So being able to give those out to everyone in my community and even across the country has been something that I've been able to do. From the Bahamas to Atlanta to California to St. Louis, I've been able to serve and do that. And it's been so much fun putting smiles on people's faces and helping get people to housing.
So impressive what y'all have been able to do in your short time here. Y'all have so much longer to go, you know, so I know the impact is only going to grow. What's y'all's favorite talent to watch in a pageant?
Well, I love Cyan's talent. I love a vocal performance. She has a really high energy.
You have pipes?
Yeah.
Okay, give me on the fly. Let's go. Let's do it on the fly.
Wait, what song? Oh my gosh.
Do you know your nationals talent yet, or do you know something?
I don't want to. I'll do it now. Very simple.
Okay.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming? Okay. My state talent was Tina Turner. She's a St. Louis legend. I did River Deep, Mountain High. No, I'm not doing Tina Nationals, but another great music diva. So I'm so excited for that in a couple of months.
On Today in St. Louis Weekend Edition, we sing Tina Turner a lot.
We do.
I love that.
Simply the best.
Simply the best was our theme song when we started.
Okay, so
I love that.
Really quickly, what's the most fun question a judge has ever asked you? The most craziest question.
I had a judge ask me one time if I was creating an ice cream flavor, what ice cream flavor I would be. I think I said cookie dough just because I blanked and I didn't know what else to say. That was my favorite one. Yeah.
I think someone asked me if I could be anywhere in the world, where would I be? And I think my answer was really funny. I said home because I really wanted to be home.
So
I love that.
And I'm sure your mom loved that too.
Yes, I just think that was really funny. But I feel like when it comes to pageants and volunteer organization, they ask you questions just all about you. And for girls who get involved, it's really easy because you're just being yourself. And like I encourage every girl to get involved because you're just being yourself, having so much fun on stage. I can say for us both, we love interview. We're huge yappers, and that's a great part of it.
I love the yap. All right, before we wrap up, we know scholarship is a big part of any pageant. So what are y'all's goals for the future?
So I would love to be where you are right now, actually.
Yes.
I met you earlier at the NABJ event when it came to
did.
minority journalism. I would love to be a journalist. So I would really hope one day I can carry on you guys' torch.
We can help you, and you'd be great. You're already so comfy
You're already
up here.
there.
Thank you.
Yes, for sure. And then I think I mentioned earlier that I will be attending law school, but throughout my undergraduate career, I was able to graduate debt-free, which was so freeing and such a cool opportunity to be able to know I could go anywhere I wanted for law school and not have to worry about finances. Now my first 2 years of law school are already paid since I won this year, and it's just incredible. I grew up on free and reduced lunches, so having this opportunity to be able to get that education debt-free is so opening and just incredible.
That's amazing. Can I
that.
say I went to Mizzou too, so
Yeah.
I loved hearing that.
Amen.
MIZ.
ZOU.
Amen.
Thanks so much
That's
for
right.
representing your area so well. You ladies look beautiful,
Thank you
and
so
you're doing
much.
it. You're doing it.
Y'all are
keep
so
killing it.
impressive. Like,
Yeah.
can I be you when I grow up?
Yeah. All right, and you know, our very own Tracy Henson was actually a judge for the pageant's very first year. Definitely a pageant queen. Still one.
Still a pageant queen. She's our pageant queen.
Yes.
I can't believe that was about 4 years ago now. The Miss Missouri Volunteer Pageant has just grown, and it's great to see the competitors each and every year.